I can also add directly from my warehouse. So my warehouse management system, anything that I stored inside of my warehouse management system, I can add directly from here as well, right? So there's multiple options to get it into your shipping batch, right? And so that's how you add things. So I already have a batch here that I've added products, right? And from here, you really just need to follow this green button. So it'll just take you from step to step. So the first thing is you click validate. Once you validate the items, it'll tell you if there's any problems, like, hey, fix your expiration date. This thing needs an expiration and it needs to be, it's an old date. That's a date from the past. You can't give it that type of expiration date. Let's see if there's any other problems that I did. Hey, these items are not added to your inventory yet. Add all these to your inventory, right? So you can do all that here. You can just add product. You can also select like that, hit add products from this stage as well. So if you forgot to add something to your Amazon inventory, this is how you do it at that time, right? You can print FNSKU labels. So let's say, for instance, I want to print my barcode labels. I can print it from here. I can select what type of printers. We support 30 up labels as well. That stuff. So you can do 30 up labels, you can do your individual thermal labels, whatever you want basically at this stage. And here you can, okay, so let's go back to this shipping thing. So from here, you can continue to add your items. You can enter in any information like your expiration dates, all that stuff. Make sure that anything that requires expiration, you enter it here, and then you just validate your items, right? So when you're done adding, then that's when you validate your items. Make sure that these are all the items you want to send. Now, even if you validate your items and you want to add more, that's fine. But usually people just keep adding stuff to the shipping batch until they're done and ready to ship. Then they validate it, so you don't have to wait for the whole validation process. Make sure all of these are set. Very similar to any shipping software, or if you ship out of Send to Amazon, Seller Central right now. If you've not added these categories, like the prep category and the prep owner and prep label, then you'll have to do it one time. And then once you do it, it'll remember next time that you ship this item. So you do have to set these for each item. And that's pretty much it. So after you add all of these, you validate your shipment, and you can also pack your products from here. So for you guys who do, I hope you do this, but you can completely avoid inbound placement fees, which are very expensive, by packing at least five identical boxes. So what that means is if you have, let's say, all these items here, if you were to ship to Amazon and pack them in 5 boxes at least, it doesn't have to be 5, it could be 6, whatever, right? So you can at least 5 boxes that are identical. What it will do is Amazon will waive the inbound placement fees, right? Because what you're doing is you're helping them transfer these products out to multiple warehouses so that they don't have to do it, right? So typically they charge you inbound placement fees if you minimize your splits. So if you wanted to send all of these items to one destination, one fulfillment center, depends on how they break this up when they give you your pack groups. But what it will do is you will send it to, helps you in that you only send it to one fulfillment center. But after it gets to that fulfillment center, Amazon has to open up your boxes and then break all those items up and then redistribute it back to their multiple warehouses, right? And because of that extra labor that you are making them do, they charge you inbound placement fees. To avoid that, you break them up ahead of time for them, right? So if you divide them up evenly into 5 separate boxes, at least 5 different boxes, with identical items. When you submit this for shipment, what Amazon's going to do is they're saying, okay, you've already done this for me. Now I want you to send it to these 5 or how many warehouses. And since you've already done this for me, it saves me labor. I will waive your inbound placement fees, right? So that will be a significant cost savings for you by breaking these up into 5 identical shipments. So as you ship products, you should have that in mind, is that I should always create my shipments in at least quantities of 5, right? So like as you order things as well, you should remember that, say, hey, how many should I order? Maybe I should order 7 units. Well, keep that in mind and try to buy things in quantities of 5. That way it makes it easy for you when you enter in the shipping stage to then break those up into identical shipments, right? So you should always order and buy things in quantities of 5. That's a tip for you. so that when you ship, you can make it easier to break them up. Now, with other shipping softwares, it's annoying because you have to then, okay, I have 5 units here. I have to then put 1 per box, and then I have to go down. Let's say you have a lot of SKUs, right? You're gonna have to like pre-configure that, which is very time consuming. That's why a lot of like prep centers won't even do it for you, because you're like, hey, prep center, I want you to send into an optimized shipment so it can break them up and I can avoid inbound placement fees. A lot of prep centers won't even do that for you because it's very time consuming, right? But if they use 3P, or if they're one of our 3P certified prep centers, or if you want to do this yourself, it's super easy. All you gotta do is hit this pack all button, right? And it even knows what won't divide evenly into 5 boxes, or if I create 6, 10 boxes, whatever, right? It knows how it won't even divide it evenly. So it says, hey, you got 1 SKU here that won't fit into this 5-box configuration. What do you want to do? You want to leave it here, and maybe you don't want to do a 5-box split, right? You want to create this and move it to a remainder batch, right? Or you want to remove extra unit from this batch. Like, what do you want to do, right? So here I can just say, let's say this fits into a 12 by 12, something like that. And I could just say, hey, okay, pack all, and then remove that 1 leftover unit, move it into a separate batch for me, right? So I can just hit pack all. And then you see that all of my items are packed automatically for me into 5 identical boxes, right? So you see that's box 1, that's box 2, and then box 3, right? It moves everything into identical boxes for me with a click of a button, right? Saves you tremendous amount of time here.